I think as you grow up, it's super important to stay ever curious about yourself, right? And it's not about what do I like, what do I eat, although it's a part of it. It's more of a philosophical question as to where did I come from? How is it going now? How have my beliefs changed over time? When I was little, I used to stay really engaged in these movie scripts. I would write them. They were called Man of Action. I would write this elaborate script over and over again about this one character, and although I didn't have the, rudimentary style or templated style that you're taught, and not to say that it was anything good, because I know a template is necessary, but the idea here is simple: is I was creating, and I was making these Iron Man suits out of cardboard. I was staying very active with my hands.
Update 14 Abraham Chaganti. It is currently 3:05 p.m. on April 6th, and I'm in the kitchen of my dorm building. This week has been pretty eventful on a good note. Sometimes I come on these videos and I don't have much new to add because the last 7 days weren't too crazy, but this week I finally released the hoodies I've been working on for like the past 10 months or so. The last time I released my own original designs was senior year of high school. We sold a little over 100 hoodies. Maybe 70 or 80% of those sales came in person.
Ron just bought this on site, y'all. What the heck? He said he liked the fit too much. Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Now with this one, I was on my own as far as like, I'm in the real world now, I'm in college, and people won't buy into something unless they really care about it. Consider, right, like clothing resonates with one type of person, but having an affinity for clothes isn't a necessary condition to be creative. This makes sense, right? Because you could have a director that dresses like he's homeless, but he really loves film. That's the whole idea, is like taking different disciplines, like right now it's just clothes, right? But growing this way past clothes, making it something where we're making a bunch of different things for a bunch of different disciplines to attract people creatively, like not saying too much, but saying a lot through what we're making. That is like my whole MO, to be there in different disciplines and do it really well. Do it in a way where people care about it. Of course, my fulfillment from these activities is one thing. Like my intrinsic personal fulfillment is I really get a lot of joy from seeing people listen to my music, wear my hoodie, like just embracing my creation. There's no better feeling, seriously. I got drunk at this Mexico, but it's getting hard. This shit was fun while the last take on too far. I think we got like 2 more days. Whole team throwing games. This my guy, why my face? Click don't play, cam don't move. Check my count, bang gon' stew. You thought I didn't even know I bought my own road.
I made Building Worlds. To me, it's channeling. It's a vehicle that I want me and my peers to use that work on these projects with me. I want them to use Building Worlds as a way to put out creations, right? It's not about the business anymore. It's about how does one person in one discipline that's specialized, how does he help the next man that works in another creative discipline, and how do they come together and make something grand? That's what we do here. I don't think Building Worlds is about clothes. I don't think it's about music. I think it's about these grand scapes. We're building worlds. We're making a world, and we're leveraging and using the talent and expertise of so many different people to convey this world in the real material world for your eyes. When I came here, my job was simple. It was to follow my purpose every day, whatever that meant to me, although it may be ambiguous at certain times or it may feel a little foggy. It meant coming awake, staying in that mode of creating, whether it's my education or my creative act. It's just about staying in a doing state. In my frat house, we had this open room that no one was using. We had this like messy room that, I don't know, people would chill in here. I decided, why not clean this whole place up, try to make it into a recording studio. I make music out of here every single day, whether it's making my beats, whether it's making songs or helping other people make songs. I mean, this has become my second home. I don't really stay in my room anymore. And as I talked about before, right, that doing state, this is incubating that doing state for me. I mean, it's keeping me in a doing state. I can't possibly sit here and just sit like how you would in a room. I can't just sit when there's a computer here, when there's a mic here, when there's all this sound treatment around me. It's not in my being to just, stay idle here. Detachment is a big word for me because detachment in an apathetic sense is very cruel and it's not enjoyable, right? And I remember there was a time where I would try to trick myself into feeling something like apathy because I felt like it was a powerful state to be in, because if I felt apathetic, then I could be focused on the work. See, that was the idea, that was the mind state. But then I realized what they meant when they said detachment was detaching from those kids that grew up and decided to stop thinking of how they were when they were kids, right? Detaching from how they think, embracing my individual thought, thinking out of instinct. And I think that's how Building Worlds came about, because it was all instinct. I would find myself writing in my notes about these worlds, these titles, and I would make characters and I write scripts. And I still do a lot of the same things that I was doing when I was little, just with a lot more experience, maybe a little extra dollars on the side. And I enjoy these parallels. I enjoy the fact that I'm still being a kid. And I feel like that's what Building Worlds has brought for me. It's been able to channel a bunch of other kid-like energies into one huge art project in a college where it's really easy to get caught up in what's going on and forget about little you. This studio that I'm sitting in here and Building Worlds, and the projects we bring together and the people we talk to. In the past 2 weeks of running the studio, I've met so many people that are just like me. Now, I'm unique and there's no one like me, but when I say they're just like me, I mean that they're hungry to keep that kid inside them. And I can't be more thankful for that. I'm forever grateful for whoever bestowed this upon me, and I plan not to take it for granted.